Good morning. Here with Andy.
Morning.
And Billy Bob, of course. And we're in the Borrowdale Valley. And today we are heading up Bessyboot. It is a hot one, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Absolutely melting
It's
already.
about 30 degrees, I would say, in the valley.
It is forecast in the valley to be 27 degrees.
And it's only 5 to 10.
So we're going to plan the route where we've got a big river and there's a big tarn just before you get up to Bessyboot. You've got tarn at leaves, and I'm pretty sure we're going to have a swim, aren't we, later, or a dip at least.
Yeah, definitely.
Andy's got his water shoes.
They're always in my bag.
He's a proper water baby when he gets in the water. So I hope you keep with us and I'll catch you later. Combe Gill, I think it's called Combe Gill. We'll double check that. Billy's in. Of going up Bessyboot from here. You can either go up the path to Rosthwaite Fell, but you want to cross the beck about 100 yards from the gate. It's very easy to ford. Or you come up the other side past the old mill, which is that path which runs along up there. We're just going to head up this grassy spur, like a spur of grass. I'm going to head up steeply up this way. It's easy enough because it's all grass, and that will take you to meet up with that path from the old mill. Cracking views into Borrowdale, Castle Crag, High Spy, Skidder in the distance. So we've reached the path that is on the other side of the Combe Gill from the old mill. We've just crossed where you can see those people crossing. That's the hanging valley where you've got Combe Head being sentinel of that valley today. That is Rosthwaite Fell, route on to Combe Head and Glavamara. Beautiful hanging valley. It's rather steep. That's our view as we're heading up. You're basically aiming more or less to be nearish that gill. Can you remember what the gill is called? But we're heading up where them 3 walkers are, up there, and it kind of traverses around the edge of that gill.
Rottenstone Gill.
Rottenstone Gill. See, I nearly got it. Rottenstone Gill is you want to head up to the left hand side of that. That beautiful tree just growing out of that rock. So there's Rottenstone Gill. You can see Black Crag, Honister Crag, or Black Star, Honister Crag. Over there. Dale Head and High Spy, Castle Crag. If I remember rightly, you head to the left of those crags, so you don't head to the right next to the gill. You don't want to do that. I'm pretty sure you head left of those crags and the path goes behind those crags, traversing around it. Dig deep. See that concentration on his face there. Yep, you head to the left of these crags. You just keep on going up. Grit your teeth. Put your head down and just do it. Because it's a tough, steepy, in heat. I think the path levels out about 50 yards up there, I think. And I'm on the leveler path now. Thank God. Rottenstone's Gill. It looks pretty rotten as well, doesn't it? You don't want to go in there. So we've now reached the very edge of Rottenstone Gill. We're going to head along this traverse.
Rottenstone Gill.
Rottenstone Gill. And we're going to head along this path here, a bit on the edge. This will take us a time that leaves. Look at these rocky outcrops, they're fantastic. This is the bit I don't like. Just a bit too slippy and on the edge for me. This scree stuff. Whoa.
Rottenstone Gill. Conquered.
Rosthwaite Cam up there. It's a great way scrambled onto the summit with great views. And you can head along that really bumpy, knobbly ridge all the way up to Glaramara. Tarn at Leaves. What a beautiful place. Nestled amongst all these crags. Such a peaceful place. We've actually got Bessyboot up there. That's where we're going to head. We're in bogland here.
Back round. This part of the town's normally full of water.
You've got Pico Stickle in the far distance, peeking out. Tarn at Leaves and Rosthwaite Cam up there. So that's Glaramara in the distance. Rosthwaite Fell, the ridge coming down off it. Great Gable behind. Base brown. Green Gable. Grey knots. You've got Honister Crag. You can see the road going up into the Honister mine. Oh, you've got behind that. That must be Pillar behind that. Must be. Either that or it's high. It could be High Style and High Crag, is it? And Red Pike. You've got Dell Head, High Spy, Castle Crag, the little low one covered in trees, Cat Bells, just see Derwentwater Lake, Skidder. You've got Rosthwaite Fell and Great Crag where I was the other day. A beautiful heathery rocky ridge there. High Tove behind, High Seat, Blencathra, Helvellyn Range, and that's going up to Ulscarf. And Andy's sitting on top of Bessyboot. You've got Pico Stickle in the far distance. Andy's just been laughing at me because I got my bum stuck in a rock and I was trying to sit down. So we're just heading back down. Now that is the other path that you can go along. Traverses along there like that and down to a gate in the wall. We want to head to the river to ping back, so we're heading down this lovely steep grassy ridge. Billy. You gonna come in, Billy? Come on. He doesn't realise it's me this bit, I don't think. Come on. Come on. Oh, it's fun, isn't it?
Yeah, it's lovely. It's lovely when you get it. That's a little sophisticated, I guess.
Hello. So we're now on the track that leads down to the old mill. As I say, it's on the other side of the river. You go through this gate, stunning views down Borrowdale. Who restored the old mill from its ruined state in the years after 1945. Their ashes lie together on the fell above.
Lovely.
This mill used to grind the corn grown in the valley. It's mentioned in a will of 1727, and the will probably dates from about 1800. Such a cool little place. It's been restored by a couple whose ashes have been scattered on the fell above together. I forgot to say goodbye when we got to the car. So we're on the way home now. When we actually got into the car, the thermostat said it was 106 degrees Fahrenheit. Can you believe that?
It's 96 now.
Yeah, it's 96 now. We've been moving. So it's been a hot one. Perfect to get in that river in Combe Gill. That was fantastic. So I hope you enjoyed the video. And I hope you watched to the end, and I shall catch you all soon. Bye for now. So it's map and scissor time. Now for the walk to Bessyboot, we were going to do just a bit of a linear, as it was a very hot day and we had Billy and it was 30 degrees, so we wanted to do a quick walk. So we parked along this single track road. There's a car park just before you get to Sitola car park. You head down the single track road and there's a room for about 10-15 cars here. And then we accessed it via the Rosthwaite Fell path. So we went through a gate, through some trees, up, heading onto the fell side, through a gate, as we wanted to have a dip in Combe Gill for Billy. So we did that, cooled off, and forded the gill, and we headed up a grassy spur relatively steeply, heading for Rottenstone Gill and this path. There's a crag here. You want to head to the left of this crag and get to this path behind the crag, and then it takes you to Tarn Leaves. It's a nice little peaceful secluded tarn, and Bessyboot isn't far from there. You just head up, quite easy, up onto the cairn here, which is 551 metres. Now Bessyboot is the highest northern part of Rosthwaite Fell. The highest southern part is Rosthwaite Cam, which is 612 metres, but the Wainwright is Bessyboot, and it's slightly lower than that, 551 metres. So if you're bagging your Wainwrights, this is the one you want to make sure you do. Now we were just going to do a linear back down, but we wanted to head to an old restored mill, which is over here. So we went back down, here, as it's easier ground to actually get down here, back to the gill to have a swim and a dip in Combe Gill. We were there for about an hour, really nice to cool off, and then we went back onto this side to get this to this path through a gate, and then it's beautiful views down Borrowdale along this path here. And to get to the mill, you can go down here. There's a faint track through the bracken down here, and you'll see the building. And to get to see the wheel, you head round the back of the building, you ford the gill, as there's not much water in it here, and you'll see the wheel, get a really good view of it. Then you go back to this track, down across the bridge to the road, and back up the single track road to the car. That's about 4 miles, about 1,500 feet of ascent. So it's a really good, easy Wainwright to do, with fantastic views up the hanging valley. Up the hanging valley here, you've got Glaramara, Combe Head. It's a big kind of hanging valley. Now you can also do a circular for Bessyboot. You can park at Stonethwaite, and you can go up Combe Gill. This is quite a dramatic route to do. It's very, very steep, stepped path. The steps are at a very good angle, and you get to this beautiful hanging haystacks. It's very dramatic, and you head along Big Combe Gill and up onto Bessyboot. And if you want to see that walk, Andy has actually done that route, so head over to his channel, and then you'll see his walk on that. And he did a circular going back down this way, and then access on a path back round like this, back up the track to Stonethwaite. Alternatively, you can actually do a much bigger round, actually going on to Bessyboot, over onto Rosthwaite Fell, which is a fantastic airy summit. It's a bit of a scramble up there. You get to it around the back side of it, as it's very steep drop here, and you go onto Duffness Crag, and you can go up onto Combe Head. So Combe Head here, and you go up onto Glaramara, back down Rosthwaite Fell, back to the car. That's a really good route.